Hey guys, Josh here from Action Fitness Nutrition. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through a quick little guide towards the festive season and basically how to get the most out of that in terms of obviously being able to keep or maintain those results that we're looking for. So first and foremost, we want to sort of describe what's actual goal going to be during this sort of festive period. Are we still looking to, drop weight, body recomp? Are we looking to do those sort of things? Or are we actually looking to sort of take a bit more enjoyment out of the process, over the next 4-8 weeks? Do we want to bring our calories to maintenance? Do we want to enjoy our social occasions a bit more with our family and friends? It's going to come down to your goals and your priorities. So if your goals and priorities lie more around wanting to socialize around this time, that's completely cool. You'll still need a strategy, but we can get an outcome where obviously we can consolidate the results that we've already gotten so far. If you're still looking to make improvements during this season, then it's still important that we really come in with a plan to negotiate all those sort of, social outings and things like that we're going to have, whether it be nights out, dinners, lots more alcohol, just so we can basically move the calories around to find a spot where you can obviously stick to the plan and then obviously have a bit more enjoyment as well whilst being able to obviously stick to it. So the first thing I'd probably say is obviously creating a plan. So that's going to be number one. It might be a little bit different in terms of, say if you've been tracking calories and you've been doing, let's say 1600 calories through 7 days, what I would probably recommend is, picking 2 days maybe and making them your sort of high days. So I would add probably, you can take 200 to 400 calories off, let's say Monday to Friday. That'll give you an extra 1,000 to 2,000 calories that you can allocate on those 2 higher days. So if you've got a big Christmas lunch coming up, if you've got a big night out, etc., these things are just going to help, you stay on track or at least mitigate the sort of damage that can be done. So it's really, really easy to obviously just, have like one big meal and then just say, oh, fuck it. And then straight away, you're off, you're consuming 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 calories. And then, it takes you a couple of weeks to almost rein that back in. Whereas you plan for that meal, you have it out, you enjoy yourself, and then you just get back on the plan the next day, you know what to eat, you know how to still get the result you want, and you still obviously continue with your training and everything like that. So that's going to be a really big one for a lot of people, is just planning, take a couple of days beforehand, plan, save a couple of calories if you need to. Again, depending on your goal, what a lot of my clients are going to do is we're going to bring them either to maintenance or same thing, we're going to implement that sort of 5-2 system where, they'll have a day or two of really higher calories to compensate for a few other days when they're not going to be, eating as much, and but they're still going to be busy, with their time off and holidays and things like that as well. The second thing I want to prioritize throughout the festive season is protein intake. So this is probably one that takes a bigger hit just because people are out of routine a little bit more. So really, really crucial that we're still hitting that sort of 1.5 to 2 grams per kilo of protein. Again, that's going to help with that satiation of feeling fuller between meals, so we're not sort of snacking and gorging with our sort of, more irregular meal times that we're going to have throughout the sort of process of, the festive season and doing different things, and probably not having as much time as usual to have a sort of structure and routine to know, okay, this is when I'm going to eat. So really, really easy for me. I will always have like just a shake, just have that, always handy, or like a protein bar or something to make sure that, I'm still getting a decent amount of protein in, and then, whatever I have, whether I have a big meal out or anything like that, I'm still choosing an option that's quite high in protein. So, I'm always going for like, a chicken parm or a steak or something where I know, there's going to be a decent amount of protein in there, rather than maybe like a really high carb pasta with like, not really high protein or anything like that. Maybe like a sauce, a creamy sauce or something like that. Not really going to be super high. Last thing I want to sort of touch on is enjoyment. So again, it's going to be a balancing act. There's nothing to say that you can't go out and get a result and sort of stick to a bit of a committed plan, but there's also nothing to say that you can't go out and enjoy yourself through this period, especially through the last 2 years. Obviously everyone's been kind of locked up during COVID. So it's one thing that we just want to take into a bit of consideration. Your body weight, your scale weight's not going to define how you look and feel over the next sort of few weeks. You'll be able to get straight back on track, straight back on the plan. But I would recommend, as I said, having a plan, keeping that protein intake, pretty consistent and pretty high when you can, and then just structuring things and just trying to keep active, keep your gym sessions in, use those extra calories to push hard in the gym. And you'll find that you'll probably even start making some still small but significant body composition changes if you follow those things and don't let things get out of control. All right, guys, that's enough from me. If you have any more questions, any other issues, coaching link is in the DM below. So click on that if you want to get started with coaching with us. If not, enjoy the festive season and we hope to see you soon. Cheers.